Hi everyone, it's Ash from FPL Hints, here to construct my first draft for the playoff phase of the Champions League in UCL Fantasy. As always, if you're able to like, share and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll have a quick look at the fixtures for this playoff phase and construct a draft that is potentially amenable with the unlimited free transfers at hand. So first of all, just let's go straight to the fixtures first of all. So we can see that Celtic are matching up against Bayern Munich. So already food for thought, despite Celtic actually doing fairly well in the Champions League this season. I would certainly think twice about backing them in this next phase. And then moving along, you've got Monaco against Benfica. In the case of both Monaco and Benfica, I think 16th and 17th respectively. In the case of Bayern and Celtic, it was 12th and 21st. So Celtic literally just got over the line there. Then you got Brest and PSG. So with Brest finished 18th and PSG finished strong, and they were 15th with momentum on their side. And then going further down, you got Club Brugge against Atalanta. In the case of Club Brugge, literally goal difference was enough for them to get carried over into this playoff phase. And then with Atalanta, who actually just kind of like dipped in terms of their own form, they only won one of their final three league phase matches, so just got pipped out by Aston Villa. So that's the other offering available there. And then you've got Sporting against Dortmund. Dortmund narrowly missed out by 1 point, and then Sporting, who just got over the line. Again, goal difference was key for them as well. And then Feyenoord against AC Milan. So with this matchup, bit of a surprise in many ways as well. AC Milan won 5 matches remarkably, but it wasn't enough. And you can see the train of teams there from 9th to 13th, and yeah, missed out by 1 point as well. And with Feyenoord, if we just go further down, there they are in 19th place. So yeah, the playoff, it's surreal to think that there are teams that have qualified with a negative 4 goal difference and just 3 wins for this playoffs. And then there are those who've basically got 5 wins and have missed out. Whereas on average, for those that qualified, of course, they needed at least 6 wins, but you've got teams that had 5 wins there. So something else that is worth factoring in. And then Juve against PSV, which again, with this, PSV finished 14th and Juve surprisingly down in 20th, despite the favourable fixtures that Juve had. But it's really this clash of the titans, unfortunately, in the playoff round that might be problematic in some respects. Man City against Real Madrid, which, not long ago, that could have been a final in the Champions League. So that's going to be food for thought for many UCL fantasy managers. So that is the completion of the playoffs in the first leg. And of course, they take place on the 11th of Feb. And then a week later, you've got the second legs. And the way UCL fantasy works this season is that with this round, first leg, unlimited transfers. And in the second leg, you just get 2 free transfers. So you really need to make sure you get on the right players from the get-go. So let's go straight to my draft now. So I've obviously unselected all of my players. So clearly, from my perspective, the players that I want to target, let's just remind ourselves. Atalanta, to be fair, I would consider players from Atalanta, despite just squeaking over the line. Dortmund as well, Bayern Munich as well. Benfica against Monaco, probably not. I'll unselect them. Brest against PSG, probably not Brest. And then Celtic, definitely not against Bayern Munich. Got Club Brugge against Atalanta. Not really seen much to do with them, so probably not. We've got Feyenoord, probably not as well. But of course, Feyenoord in this instance have got AC Milan. Juve, I'll probably potentially give a miss for now. Same with Man City, just ruling them out for the time being. You've got AC Milan, I'll probably keep with their fixture against Feyenoord. And then Monaco, there was no really standouts for Monaco, so I'll probably just deselect them for now. And then PSG, definitely keep them with the fixture they've got. And PSV, unselect them. Can't really think of any players that come to mind. I think Real Madrid I'll probably keep despite the tricky fixture. And Sporting, literally, it would just be for Gyökeres. I've got 107.4 million to play with based on my tally of funds that's available. So let's give this a shot. So let's just sort it by price first of all. Any any players? Mbappe wouldn't, not at that price range. I think Bellingham I potentially would, so I'll select him in this first draft. And Guirassy caught my eye actually in the Champions League this season. So you can see 2 big hauls in his last 3 matches. So I think in he comes as well. Just going further down this list, Guirassy definitely caught my eye in the league phase. You can see he got a haul in match against Celtic, and then just later on, he got 2 double-digit hauls. He's basically been returning since every round, so it's be crazy not to have Guirassy, especially in that match against Sporting, who've just been fairly leaky in the league phase. So I think that's a no-nonsense pick there. So already with this first draft, Guirassy, got him as captain, but we'll work that out in a moment. Got Bellingham so far, so let's just carry on going further down. See the options available. Gyökeres, who's injured at the moment, I think could be an option potentially. We'll revisit him. Got Pulisic, who is in my current draft at the moment. In the existing team at the moment, fixture against Feyenoord, I think I probably will recall him for the knockout, well, for the playoff phase. So just going further down this list based on value, Serge Gnabry, just looking at the options available here. Yeah, not really keen on him, but I definitely want some sort of triple up with Bayern Munich. So if we just get this all the way to the top, Harry Kane, let's just recover him back in. I think he's a must against Celtic. 72.2 million in the bank. Let's sort it by total points, see if there's any clear misses here. I think Hakimi, definitely a must. Looking at the points available, well, points scored by him, he's had a few hauls, so I think he makes perfect sense. 5.5 million. I think that shouldn't be an issue. Got defender from Atalanta. Let's just look at his stats. Could be an option for me at 4.9. And then just moving along, just look at Kolasinac. He's played every match. Atalanta have got that fixture against Club Brugge, so I think I will go for one. So keep. Let's go for Kolasinac for the time being. I think Kim probably a must against Celtic. Had a couple of hauls along the way as well, so get him in. Got Lookman, who's injured at the moment. Not sure how bad the injury is, but as a placeholder, I'll probably keep him against Atalanta. So in he comes. So I've got 49.9 million in the bank, and I've got 7 slots to fill. So let's see what we can do. Got Zappacosta as well as an option, 4.7 million. Actually, let's get him in. Was he an ex-Mins issue potentially? Let's have a quick look. So 77 minutes, 90 minutes. Okay, against Real Madrid he was. So could be, but let's just do it just so that I've got extra funds available. I think Musiala was a big disappointment for me. He was someone I actually bought in the team for that final match, must-win match, and he came on as a sub, and then thankfully he did get an assist in the end. So hopefully he starts this next match. So that leaves me now with, I think, 6 slots to fill and 41.1 million in the bank. Let's just go to the goalkeepers that are available at the moment. So with goalkeepers, gonna have to go for cheap options here by the looks of it. Sort it by total points. Go all the way to the top. Might need to go for the Sporting goalkeeper as well, because all the matches as it stands are being played on the same day, so there's no rotating goalkeepers. So we'll pick the goalie from Sporting, 4 million. Won't be starting him, but it's clear that he is getting regular starts for Sporting. So I need a 4.5 million goalkeeper. Might get Karnaseki back in. Yeah, recover him for Atalanta. So 32.6 million to spend, 4 spots to fill. So let's go to the defenders. So let's have a look. So Atalanta are doing really well in the Champions League phase. Got Rudiger, but again, Man City. I'd have a Real Madrid attacker, but I certainly wouldn't want to get a defender from Real Madrid. So I think that's fairly straightforward for me. So the issue we have here, so they're playing Man City. Man City conceded 14 goals in 8 games, and then Real Madrid, who scored 20 goals in 8 games, so that's why I wanted a Real Madrid attacker. They conceded 12 goals, so I can't see any clean sheets in either of those matches that they're going to play against each other for City and Real Madrid, so won't get any of their defenders. So Schlotterbeck could be an option for me, albeit with Dortmund, they're playing Sporting, so I'll factor that in as well. Again, Gyökeres is the concern, as it were. If I am going to go for a defender from Dortmund, could go for someone cheap, but I need X-Mins being said. Look at another Atalanta defender, interestingly enough. So just going further down, won't get. Could I double up on PSG? I think PSG against Brest could be an option. Upamecano. Got Theo Hernandez. Got AC Milan playing Feyenoord. I might actually recover him in this instance. So I've got 27.1 million to fill those remaining 3 slots. And looking at the forwards now that are available, again, I've filtered out the teams I'm not going to factor in due to fixtures or due to their own prowess. So got the forward option from Atalanta to get the triple up. Could be an option for me. It's only 5.8 million. Got Gyökeres. Have a think about that. He's been just kind of not been as good as I would have hoped for the remaining matches in the league phase. First draft, so don't want to overthink it too much either. Let's go for got this guy as well, Retegui. So yeah, not really focused on him. All right, we'll go for this guy. Won't mispronounce his name, and he comes at 5.8 million. So I've got 21 million to spend. That's quite a lot of money. So maybe I could go for someone a bit more expensive. Let's just fill that midfield spot in. Gittins, got Reinders, got Elise, I think Barcola for PSG. Let's just have a look at how he's done. I've got a feeling in that final match, got a haul against City as well. Okay, Barcola, in he comes. 20 million to spend, so just need to get that factored in as well. And let's just go back to defenders. I think I can afford a premium defender. Sort it by price. Options available. Won't be getting Rudiger. Perhaps I could double up on PSG. Marquinhos, so could be an option for me, but I'd rather not have that double up. With Bayern, I've got Musiala, Kim, and Kane, so can't then get another Bayern defender. So looking at I've not got a Dortmund one. Could just get Schlotterbeck. So in he comes. And then that final berth up top, go for forwards. I could literally pick anyone. In fact, let's just select all the teams are available. Could even get Man City, get Haaland. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look at Haaland's form in the Champions League. Yeah, he's not really done much since that final match. Mbappe, on the other hand, against Man City. Again, neither of these teams have really done well. Yeah, Mbappe, can't really justify him. Just sort it by points alone. I think Junior would have been an option, but he's suspended. So, got Milan's forward. Just look at his stats. And then got Haaland. Yeah, not many options here. Again, I'm focused more on the fixture and also to some extent on the form as well. So Leao, let's just get him in as well. So 6.1 million in the bank. Just going to go to midfielders. Was there any clear misses in midfield? Again, don't want to go heavy on Real Madrid and Man City. So yeah, there's not much else. Sort it by price. Yeah, I'm not going to get a Foden or De Bruyne. So yeah. And let's do famous super zoom in for this first draft. So I've got 6.1 million in the bank. Kane, captain against Celtic. I think that's a fairly straightforward, no-nonsense pick. Guirassy of Dortmund up top, forms on his side. And then Rafael Leao of AC Milan up top as well. With a midfield of Musiala, who hopefully starts in the next match. Lookman, subject to him being fit and available. Bellingham, just due to the form he's shown. And again, it's a big match, difficult opponent, but I'm happy to just at least have some sort of Real Madrid cover due to their attacking prowess. Barcola of PSG, 7 million, again, due to the form he's shown. Pulisic as well. And then on to the very heavy defence. Hakimi has shown form throughout the league phase, and a bit surprising that PSG have missed out, albeit they're lacking the star-studded talent of previous years. I think Theo Hernandez for the attacking prowess, but he's been a bit of a disappointment in the league phase. Kim, again, Bayern Munich against Celtic, straightforward pick. Zappa Costa for a bit of attacking prowess, albeit may not be X-Men safe, and Schlotterbeck for Dortmund defensive cover. And then again, goalkeeping situation, I've got a 4.0 goalkeeper from Sporting, and then Karnaseki as the starting keeper in the playoffs. And the hope here is, because I'm favouring the teams with the easier fixtures, that ultimately they'll do well in that first leg, so I don't have to basically do a radical chop and change in the second leg. I've got 2 free transfers available, and yeah, I can adjust accordingly. But anyway, this is a first draft, as the fixtures were revealed fairly recently. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have I got the balance right? Have I got the balance wrong? And as always, if you're able to like, share, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Take care and all the best.